And we are rolling. Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
Grady, you are our first reoccurring guest.
Oh, I feel honored.
Two-timer. Grady Ohman. So we're about to play Lake Hamilton in baseball.
Yep.
Let's dive straight into that. How's the baseball season going? And
Really well, actually. This is the best record Lakeside's had in a very long time. I feel like that's said with every other sport with the class of 2025.
Yeah, kind of.
Surprisingly, though, with the baseball team, there's only 4 seniors.
so juniors are kind of
Juniors are extremely solid. We've got a few sophomores, and then we have a freshman.
Is it you?
It's me, Elray,
Stidman,
Stid, and Shafto.
on the whole team?
Yes, everybody else quit or got hurt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Joseph got hurt. Luke Lumsden got hurt. Just shoulders and stuff that they couldn't throw anymore. So
Yeah. And y'all have lost how many games?
we've only lost 3 games out of 22.
So you're what, 19? 19
and 3.
Christian, Hamilton.
Christian, Hamilton, and Cabot.
Yeah.
And
Cabot,
2 of those are non-conference,
Ca-
I
right?
really
yeah.
shouldn't have lost Christian, right?
We shouldn't have lost Christian.
Way better than how they.
Yeah, we shouldn't have lost Christian, but I'm not blaming it on the umpires, but in Christian, there's a bunch of calls that did not go our way, which is just how baseball goes sometimes. Yeah. And then Cabot, it was at the end of spring break, and we pitched 2 JV pitchers against a 7A school. So,
Yeah.
But we still scored 7 runs against them, and it was, if we would have thrown me, Colin, or Stead, I think we would have won the game because it was 14-7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Bates good?
He's definitely he's not bad, but he's not at the caliber he needs to be yet to be a consistent varsity pitcher, but he can come in, he'll always pitch against, he pitched some against Whitehall, he pitched Hot Springs, those kind of conference games.
Yeah.
But next year, he'll be a solid lefty for sure.
So how's Hamilton looking? Are they good? Now, they won the first game.
They won the first game. It's always like that. Both teams always played well. They just played better than us, honestly. I don't think they're skill-wise any better than us. Pretty even. But Friday's definitely a rematch I'm excited for.
It's there, right?
It's at Lake Hamilton this time, yeah. Unless it rains, and then it'll probably go to Majestic.
Yeah. Do you think anybody is playing above their their level? They're exceeding their expectations this year on our team?
Yes. Alfie Thompson,
Okay.
freshman DH, hits doubles all the time. He's a switch hitter. So he'll go lefty against righties, he'll go righty against lefties, and I think he's batting 500 lefty and 300 righty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's really good.
So
why do people do it? Is it just harder to?
It's easier. So think about it. So if a lefty is throwing a curveball or a fastball, anything to a righty, your swing is here. The curveball is like this, right? It's gonna go right in your barrel.
Okay.
So it's just all about angles, pretty much.
So it's harder for the pitcher and easier for the batter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and Hudson Mendenhall, he's done really well. He's another freshman, and he starts in the outfield.
Love that kid.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot too. If you talk to him, you think he's a lot older than he is. He's just a really mature young kid. And then of course all our juniors. We've got Colin, Bo, Drew, Cav. Trying to think of who else. I think Bates, yeah, for pitching for
Colin?
sure.
Did you say
Yeah,
Colin?
he's our. So Colin catches, Drew plays second, Bo's shortstop, and then outfield is me, or I play first also and pitch. But it'll be me against Lake Hamilton. If I don't pitch, I'll be in left. Mindy will be in right, and Elray will be in center. And then our infield, we've got a sophomore who's done really well, Hudson Phillips.
Okay.
He plays third.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just consistent,
Yeah.
It's the same every time, which is really hard to do in baseball.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I know you played Ballard whenever you were little. Why? How come? We've never actually talked about this, but why? What made you stop playing baseball?
I grew up playing my whole life, and so did my brother. And I was constantly surrounded by it, and I loved it for sure. And then I moved here and got the first piece of football.
Yeah.
And I just knew that was.
Yeah.
You wanted to focus more of your time on football in the summers and all that, and so.
Yeah, I needed a time off, especially because my family wanted me to wrestle so bad right after football season. I wanted one season where I took a break.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Baseball is also really easy to get burned out at because it's you're practicing all the time. A baseball practice is super long because you've got to practice hitting, base running, fielding. And within that, you've got your different approaches at the plate. your different swings. You've got lefty versus righty. You've got preparing for the pitchers that are going to throw against you in the week. And then fielding, you've got, just, it's not just pop flies and ground balls. It's cuts and relays. It's, position on bunt coverages. There's so much to cover. And so whenever you're doing that constantly for your whole life, it gets really old really fast. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the same thing.
Yes, it's especially in high school. As a senior this year, I've especially noticed it. Like whenever we went over the basics again, I was like, "Oh my gosh, let's get to the stuff that we need to learn right like this year."
And I heard the workouts pretty brutal.
Oh yeah, for some reason, baseball workouts are so hard.
Harder than football, you
it's
think?
Like the least sport that you.
We have this thing called Hell Week, and they got it from the Navy SEALs. Okay, it's like their budge training, and we had to carry a 45-pound plate a mile and a half around campus. And you'd stop and do like 10 push-ups with it on your back or crunches and just stuff like that. And it's like, I get the method behind it. It's for like the mental toughness. Like, oh, I did Hell Week. I can hit off this pitcher. You know what I mean? That's literally all it's for. Because baseball, you need to be able to run, 90 feet.
Yeah.
That's
literally it.
Yeah.
Like
that's why you get a lot of those big dudes in the
Well, yeah. If
MLB.
you can run 90 feet fast, you'll be a great baseball player.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're playing in the field, you're only covering probably around 90 feet everywhere.
Yeah.
If that,
outfield maybe.
Outfield's a little different.
Yeah, but infield, you're split up into four people. So you cover.
think about like the first and third baseman. I mean, the most
they move like.
Yeah,
this
not that much.
Yeah,
and then like in the field isn't the most important shortstop. That's like the most.
That's usually second and short are your best fielders for sure. Third and first, your first baseman needs to be able to stretch and pick the ball off the ground for bad throws, and third baseman just got to be a dog. He just got to stick his nose in there and take one off the chest if he has to. It's called the hot corner for a reason.
Yeah.
Usually, if a ball is hit to them, it's hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that position.
I loved third. I've played all 9 positions in the game at Lakeside.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Catcher?
Yeah.
When were you a catcher?
My freshman year. Asa had to move to shortstop because Brock Prince hurt his shoulder, and I caught against Pine Bluff.
Right,
Yeah.
Pine Bluff, and then it was like a non-conference after. I don't
Elite
remember.
baseball school.
We just beat them 14-2, and that was a game. That was
like
a game.
boring game, like not fun.
It was the longest.
They scored 2.
Like I don't even know how, but they got 2 hits. They had a center fielder who had obviously played baseball, and then a shortstop, and they hit 2 hits. Like it was like a weak ground ball in the 4-hole and a weak ground ball in the 6-hole, and there was somebody on third both times because one of our pitchers walked somebody or something like that.
Yeah. So from the last time that you were on, now you are signed and going to Hendrix to play.
Yes, I am.
Play football, and we can touch on that in a minute. But like as a baseball player, did you ever have any like, oh, I'd rather play baseball than football in college or anything like that?
Well, I know you were talking to me about like there's a possibility you could play both.
Yeah.
But then you were like,
At Hendrix?
Yeah, I could play both at Hendrix next year, but I'd miss way too much class. Like they play 40 games a year.
Yeah.
And
That's
they're
the
not
thing
all
about
home.
baseball, dude.
That's
They
what I'm saying.
so many
So
games.
college baseball is a different level of practice, of games, of all that stuff. And so I'm just not like I don't know. I couldn't do both. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine like, I mean, even NBA, but like MLB, dude, that's so many games. I mean,
60 something?
182,
and then
160.
Oh yeah, something like that.
It's
Something crazy.
insane.
I thought you'd know, Ballard.
it's insane. And then they just started, and it doesn't end until November.
Yeah.
Or whenever the
It's
World
like
Series
it's a year, and then they have like 4 months off, maybe, and
ridiculous.
they're off as in not playing games. They still have to practice. and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that.
That's not include spring training.
Yeah, you can't
It's either
baseball.
March to October, and that's not the spring training at all. Spring training is like a big.
Yeah,
Y'all need to get some torpedo bats at Lakeside.
they're crazy.
Have you hit one?
No, but
You don't
like
use wood bats.
I mean, I don't even know if
Can.
I think we can.
There's no
but
point
there's,
though, right?
No,
There's-
dude, you don't want to wood.
No, if you hit a metal bat 300 feet, you hit that same ball with the wood bat, it's going 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to swing hard.
So if dudes in the MLB are using like a metal bat, they're
They're hitting
Bomb.
600 foot, dude.
If
There's
Shohei or Aaron Judge use a metal bat, they're hitting it almost 580.
and 150 miles an hour. It's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Like they did.
Shohei's hitting 119 exit velo with a wood bat.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. he's got so much leverage because he's so tall, and like the faster the pitcher throws the ball, if you catch a barrel, the farther it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So
like, when do they transition to that? Is college
College
only
medal.
baseball medal too?
Because so college, it's as soon as you get to the pros. So that's minor,
Okay.
like single A minor leagues, and they start using wood bats right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's that.
I would feel like they would want them in college to go.
Wood bats.
Yeah, used to.
Well, there's wood bat leagues like in the summer times when the baseball is done. In Minnesota, where my grandparents live, there's the Duluth Huskies, and they're a wood bat league team. And there was 3 Arkansas players there, and this is a long time ago. I don't even remember their names, but we were talking to them after the game because it's like, I don't know, it's cool. You can go there and talk to the players, and my dad recognized like 3 of them. He's like, "Hey guys, we're from Hot Springs, Arkansas." They were like, "No way!" And so yeah, they go play wood bat leagues. Sometimes after they're done with college to get recognized, like they can go play or get drafted to the pro ball.
That's pretty cool.
It is. I saw a few home runs. They were swinging it hard. It was cool.
Speaking of college baseball, Arkansas's
We're
some
pretty freaking
dogs
good. Yeah.
right
Yeah,
now.
very well.
Very well.
Could sneak out a little chip this
Oh
year.
my gosh, that'd be
If
crazy.
we catch a pop fly,
Yeah.
Omahogs Part 2.
I'll never gain confidence again
After
that.
yeah.
drop a
Golly.
fly
I
ball.
mean, we had it. That catch.
I wonder how many people have
You
talked
seal
about
it.
this.
I mean, it's got.
Awful.
I mean,
Awful.
that catch
to
and
lose a game.
you win.
Oh, the next pitch was a home run over the fence.
Yeah.
No, it was a strike 2 and then a home run.
All they gotta do is just. I mean, I know it's like
There's
I don't
4
play
people and it
baseball,
landed in the
so,
middle.
like,
No, you're right. All they had to do was that.
It's Carson Chatty's ball.
It is, and it will forever be his ball. What a shame.
Oh well, maybe they can get it done this year.
I hope so.
So are you excited for football?
Yeah.
Do you have to go up in the summer at all?
No, so it being an NAI school, you're not allowed to go up till fall camp starts. So I go up August 1st.
Okay.
But I'm not mad about that because
That's
I get to
actually-
stay with the summer and like
That's
hang out.
before I do.
Really? When do you go
I
up?
go up whenever everybody else goes up, middle of August. When all
Yeah,
the
so-
when all the like actual students go.
So I'll get there like 3 weeks before everybody else.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is,
rough, like 2 or 3 weeks.
I mean, I'm just like an hour and a half away. I can
No,
always
I'm
come
just
back.
talking like
Oh, fall camp? Yeah.
But now that you're signed though, the coaches they're allowed to like send you workouts. And
Oh yeah,
try to get you
I've
prepared.
so I'm already on the team builder, and I've already been sent the fall camp play installs because we start fall camp on, I think it's like August 7th. So I'm there for a week before to get settled and like go to workouts and stuff, but nothing like getting pads too crazy. And then we play a month from August 7th. So we play, so I have a month to learn all the plays. Yeah, and there's Coach Russ. He's the offensive coordinator. He's got some crazy stuff drawn up.
just running back, right?
Just running. I mean, I don't know. I could go play both ways up there if they needed it.
We've kind of talked about this before.
Would that be crazy?
Me and you've talked about this, but like, is your plan to get a degree and pursue that, or is your plan to transfer out?
No, I don't. I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, maybe. I haven't even thought about that. I just want to get. I chose Hendrix because of the like academic record it has,
Yeah.
and so I want to get into medical school. And so
awesome.
Hendrix
What do you wanna
is.
be?
I think either want to be an orthopedic surgeon or, something along the lines of a doctor.
So that's one that's amazing that you want to pursue that. But and didn't you tell me that Coach Pittman said something to you if you had like a really good season?
Yeah,
or something
I mean,
like that?
he said I talked to him at the Oaklawn races, and he was like, "Yeah, if you go play good at Hendrix, might have a spot on the team." And I was like, "Okay, that might be like the only school."
Because
I
if they
transfer to.
give you that, you kind of like
I mean, I wouldn't go for a walk-on spot either. I'd go for a scholarship, especially if I do well at Hendrix. Why would I leave a school that I've performed well at for
and you're
a
getting
walk-on spot?
stuff paid for. And
Yeah.
it's also a really good school.
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're fast enough or big enough, like tall enough?
I mean-
like, you think for a running back?
Tall enough for? I mean, I probably could be an inch or two taller, but I weigh enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like
strong enough.
I'm like 220 right now, and I bet I'll be 235 before I play a snap at Hendrix.
What are you running on your 40?
I ran a 4.57 at Harding, and I benched 215 15 times, or 225 15 times.
How long ago
Dang.
was that?
That was like last summer. So
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten faster, and I know I've gotten stronger.
Yeah.
So
That's moving.
Yeah, especially 230 pounds. So
the thing that's crazy to me is how fast Tuck runs for being that.
oh yeah, 5 flat at
insane.
300 pounds. That's why he's going to Arkansas.
I mean,
right there.
yeah.
He ran faster than one of our starting outside linebackers.
Yeah.
Doak
We don't talk about that. We just kind of Doak knows where to be. That's why he starts.
smart football player.
Still
Yeah.
crazy to me.
It's really funny.
Doak.
What a guy. What a guy. I mean, Joseph was another. I mean, he wasn't. Have you ever thought Joe was fast?
No.
No,
Never.
never have I thought
Probably
Joseph.
like what, a 4.7, 4.8.
Ooh, he might be 4.8, 4.9. Yeah, he runs with his feet. They like go pop, pop.
You know, you can hear it.
It's terrifying. I promise. Once you get hit once from Joe, you hear those feet and you know.
I've been hit by him.
That dude,
yeah,
I would not want to get hit by him.
I've been hit by him whenever
tried
I had to
to-
like drop back and like pass protect.
Yeah.
He just full sprint
It's
me
like
with his head
it's
down,
like
and
crown
it's
in your
just like,
chest. It's
You just can't do anything.
No, the only thing you do is you just boom, like Hulk smash. You know.
And even then,
And then he
there's still so much force.
Yeah.
transferred that mentality over to wrestling, and he did great in wrestling.
He got what, second in state or something like that.
No, I think he got fourth, but he literally last match of the duels in the state championship, he won them the state championship, pinned a kid he was not supposed to beat.
Yeah.
To win for Lakeside?
Yeah, won
Wow.
the
That's
whole
a
thing.
crazy.
Dude, you know how insane.
thing.
I mean,
Our
you
grade.
can't say it enough, dude. The
This-
2025
yeah.
graduating class is insane.
Yeah. I agree. There's
There's
no,
not one sport that we're bad at.
Probably
no,
the
and
best
this is like
football.
the first time in at Lakeside that we haven't had a sport where we're like, oh, we're not that good.
Like
Think about
football
it.
was probably the best
Oh,
we've ever been.
there's no problem.
Tennis was really good as well.
Football.
Basketball got way better.
Yeah. Wrestling won
baseball's
state.
been good. Wrestling, soccer hasn't lost a game
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, I'm not
Won't.
gonna brag on myself. I'm just bragging like
Golf.
me and Lauren. Like, when is there like a
Two
high level
D1s?
D1?
Yeah.
Like just one.
Yeah,
and
you're
we
right.
have two.
Yeah.
Like that's
Class
nuts.
of 2025 is not comparable. It's like, I know the graduating seniors of last year will argue, but
It's not.
look at their football team. Look at their baseball team.
Basketball team missed playoffs.
Look at their basketball team. There's so many things that you can't argue.
I would
Like
say-
it's like facts too. It's not opinion.
They had plenty of great athletes, and it's not just that. It's also we grew up playing together, and we didn't stop playing together.
Like we've played football. We played football. We had to get those flags in 4th grade because we were too rough.
Well, pretty much
We've been together since then.
pretty
So
much
it's like
the same
10 years.
core group of football players since
yeah.
at least 7th grade have all stayed.
Oh yeah, and I think that helped a lot. And I give credit to our junior high coaches for, like, we didn't lose in junior high, and we never lost that mentality coming into high school. Like, oh, we suck. You know what I
And then
mean?
there was one bad year, but there was some.
There was a lot of things going on there.
I mean,
and
you had we've had the argument with the seniors last year for I mean, I'm saying we, but like mainly the football team. They were like, because y'all went undefeated so many years in a row, and
oh yeah,
they're like, oh my, I mean, just wait till you get to high school,
Yeah,
and then
and
like
look what
you're
happens in
seniors
high
now,
school.
and y'all go to the 3rd round in state for the first time, and
ever. I'm pretty sure in Lakeside history.
like there's like I don't know if Ryan just said it, but or one of you, if you said it, it's facts. It's
Yeah,
not opinion
it's not
based.
opinion,
It's
like,
a fact.
And then they'll say, "Oh, y'all didn't have the competition we did." That's very not
I mean, what
true.
do you mean?
Also,
Parkview, Robinson.
Robinson.
we had
if
a harder Robinson. We had a
Yeah.
older and better Parkview.
Yeah.
No one left.
The-
They
No,
didn't have-
Parkview didn't
they-
lose
you know what?
anybody.
Their quarterback left, and they brought in a Georgia Bama offensive quarterback. from Joe T.
4-star, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think that this year's Joe T was better than last year's Pine Bluff, who
Oh, 1,000%.
beat
No
Last
doubt.
year's Pine Bluff game was the most pathetic performance of like last ditch effort I've ever seen from a graduating class. It
I
was,
will say the one team, Lake Hamilton did they got a little worse.
yeah, I mean,
Lake Hamilton used to be, I feel like, now we're good, but I feel like Lake Hamilton
I feel like,
used to be.
dude, but they
They
were
weren't
still
as
pretty-
big as normally
they were
they
still
are.
pretty good.
Lake
this year.
Hamilton
They
was
made
solid.
second round.
They beat
I know,
Shiloh.
they ended up being like really good, but
They
they
beat-
started off.
they beat Shiloh Christian,
Shiloh.
Who was in the state championship
Yeah.
for 6A.
and I mean,
They lost a good quarterback for sure.
but they lost him
better
all
than what
last
they got.
season.
better
too.
than what they got. I agree.
Everybody else just got older.
yeah,
Yeah.
Their best player just got older.
yeah.
So
Barton
their line just got older.
got older.
But-
Their line was the same line except for maybe 2 spots. I've talked to Barton about
Easton didn't even play the whole year last year either. He got hurt.
Halfway through.
I guess I'm mainly not talking about last year. I'm just talking about the years
years prior, Lake Hamilton.
Okay, yeah, both of those teams were not Crutchmer's team.
Yeah,
that was a different.
Lake Hamilton, that team, they were so big too.
That team would have been a with this year's team.
Oh my gosh, that would have been a crazy game. That would have been our sophomore year team versus that team would have been wicked.
Yeah,
like we got our sophomore year when we played Lake Hamilton.
Their DBs couldn't have guarded it.
No, but their linebackers couldn't have tackled us either.
They had Reagan Harris,
but their line
was beautiful.
And Crutchmer on both sides of the ball.
Crutchmer was wicked, bro.
Isaac Clenny was pretty good too.
Clenny was a crash out, dude.
Yeah,
you could. Wyatt Wolf.
He was awful. He didn't even start. Don't even.
Maybe
Wyatt Wolf was awful.
Never mind, I'm not gonna talk about that.
What about like all-time Lakeside teams from like
it's us
2020s versus all-time them from 2020s?
I bet we're winning. I bet because we get.
Dude, you might add if you're taking like a all-time lineup, you might add like.
No,
I'm saying like if I know what you're saying, but I'm saying if you take like the best players from certain positions. 85% of the team is going to be the team we had this year.
Yeah, for sure. I think.
And then you might add
some line.
Might add Will Ross. Will Ross was a dog.
Of the team.
Wally was.
Take out Wally.
You take Wally out of Will. I don't know. I remember watching Will
through dime.
Like in my opinion,
and his reads were so crisp.
Wally and then running back. I'm going Braylon then you.
Oh, Braylon is at Arkansas. I
mean, like, there's, I don't know.
that running back room would be nuts, though.
I'm not giving him credit for being a Lakeside running back.
Nah, you gotta give him credit.
Ditched, which is the same kind of stuff. Like, that's the kind of reason we succeeded. We didn't have people
leave.
Like that.
Yeah.
We didn't have anyone wanting to leave.
Yeah.
And that speaks again to our grade. And, I mean,
that says something about
the unity.
Coach Rock.
Yeah.
When Coach Rock came, it was
good coach.
It was like I feel like we had the loose ends like right here, and then when Coach Rock came, it all tightened together.
Yeah, not that McBride was a bad coach. It's just you needed someone. You needed probably a new mind.
You needed a culture change.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happened.
Oh yeah,
and it was good.
100%.
Great.
I mean, first year switch
because offensively we didn't switch anything.
2-7 to what 9-3.
Yeah,
that's
we
nuts.
didn't really change anything offensively.
No,
defensively Reynolds came in. Fixed a lot of great stuff.
Oh yeah,
props to him.
We stopped trying to be the big men on defense and used our speed, which helped us tremendously.
But like,
because we don't have the huge dudes.
No, we never will.
Yeah,
that sophomore year, it doesn't matter who was coach that sophomore year. It was.
We didn't have the.
We were still leading the team, and we were 15.
That senior class was bad.
They were bad at everything.
Not
baseball. They were good. Brennan Browning.
Wyatt. Yeah,
that was what they did.
I mean,
that's whenever they almost
that
went to
senior class.
They were pretty good at soccer.
They weren't very united like our class was. Like I remember so many times in that football room and in that baseball room where there's like seniors yelling and arguing with each other. And I mean, we had that too, but it was resolved like that. This stuff bled to the rest of the team. We never let it like if there was problems, we kept it reserved and within ourselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you let it affect the team, that's whenever problems started happening. People start leaving. People start, quitting, all that stuff. Not trying in practice. It all comes out of practice. We had some sophomores and juniors that were busting heads in our scout team and stuff like that. That were just doing a job.
That year's basketball seniors were not great.
I remember that basketball senior.
Old Douglas.
Toll.
Oh yeah.
Beastwood.
Evan. Yeah.
Oh, Beastwood. I haven't heard that name forever.
They were all like pretty good. Just like as a team, they were.
I mean, we're not saying they're. It's rude to say they were bad. I'm just like we were that much better.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it is. Just to transfer. It's because I want to talk about the baseball schedule. I want to talk about like after Lake Hamilton. What do you have? How many more weeks till?
So, after Lake Hamilton, we have the week of our senior week. So next week we have Sheridan, and I think it's either Whitehall or no, not Whitehall. It's either El Dorado or I think it might be El Dorado because I think
2 dubs.
Sheridan's not bad. El Dorado's not bad.
Okay.
And so we really need to play Friday and have the weather hold back, or we'll have Lake Hamilton, Sheridan, Eldo same week, which is rough.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
That's rough. And it's away, home. So
Are y'all 1 or 2 in conference right now?
we're tied for first with Hamilton. This game is going to be conference championship.
Okay, so then after those 3
Yeah.
games, you go to state? Or no?
We have a few more non-conference and maybe one other conference I'm forgetting about scattered in there, and then May 15th is the state tournament start.
Where's that at?
I think it's in Benton, is what I heard earlier in the
That's
season.
That's the weekend of graduation.
No, it's the weekend before.
Right before.
Yeah, so it's
Like
the
the
25th is our graduation.
I thought it was
No,
the
the
18th.
18th.
Yeah,
Is our
it
graduation
it is
day?
the week of.
Y'all wouldn't play Sunday, would y'all, though?
No, they play Saturday.
15th through the 17th is our
Yeah, you
state
wouldn't play
tournament.
Sunday.
No, but
Sunday's
if y'all are in Benton, if it's at Benton, then y'all are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was like Mountain Home.
We went to
How's Benton?
dude, they were in our conference this year or last year, and then they got moved to like Central West or something like
Yeah,
that.
they play like. Pretty sure they play like. Is Little Rock Christian in
They're
ours?
6A,
All right, then they play like.
but those schools. So
They
Robinson
play.
would be in there.
No, they play like teams up by Jonesboro.
Uh-huh.
Too. I think
Yeah.
they mix all them in.
Yeah, they do.
What's that one team right by Jones?
Paragould, Jonesboro,
Green County Tech.
Yeah.
Valley View,
Valley View is
That's
who I
what
was
you're
thinking
thinking
of, yeah.
and
Marion.
everybody who is good at baseball around in that Jonesboro
Valley
area.
Goes to Valley
Yeah,
View.
there was a
Oh my
second round
God.
Are
draft
they good?
pick.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Second round draft
Who?
pick to the MLB last year.
Who?
I can't remember his name.
They've had
Jackson.
people.
I just know he
Straight
threw.
from high school?
I just know he threw 98 miles an hour and hit like 600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Applaud to
600 is
him.
nuts.
Anything over 285 is nuts.
And he's at 600. He's triple. Or
Yeah,
double
yeah.
it.
So if he got up to bat, he was either hitting a home run or, something like that. I mean, baseball, you're gonna miss every once in a while. So.
That dude was, and they were.
Yeah. Oh, they beat in the state championship. I think they won like 13-2 or something like that.
Valley View has had rosters where there's been more than 4+ people going to Arkansas.
Yeah.
And that's like
Arkansas is
it's like
top
a
tier baseball.
Alabama
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
Like, it-
Arkansas is top tier baseball in
Well,
the
there's
nation.
there's a lot of people in Jonesboro too. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
lot more
not a
people
small-
in Jonesboro.
A lot of people don't
than
think,
are here.
realize.
There's like probably
Jonesboro's big.
70
Jonesboro's
or
like-
80,000 people.
Yeah.
live there,
Around the same as Conway or
and a
Russellville.
lot of them play baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball in Jonesboro. Is,
Football up there is not as they're not as good at high school wise.
No.
Baseball.
Baseball's their
Valley View's
stuff.
raw.
And I don't know how they stack up this year. I'm assuming they're obviously going to be good because they've been in that culture. But I mean, I think we have a good possibility to go far this year.
I hope y'all do. That'd be a great way to end. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be a great way to end. And then the juniors will do great next year, I'm
Oh yeah.
sure.
I'm kind of nervous about their pitching because they're going to lose. They're going to lose me instead. But they need Bates. They need Bates. They need Bo, and they need one other. Sam Luce.
Yeah.
I bet he'll be pretty good next year. He does a knuckleball, and it's wicked. Yeah. He'll throw it, and it comes out of his hands sideways like this, and it goes like here, and then just goes.
That's one of the
Great
coolest
guy.
aspects about
Yeah.
baseball is the amount of different pitches, bro. It's like what you can do with the ball is nuts.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's like you can make the ball go two ways at once.
I don't like that.
Well,
You don't?
Well, like if I was batting, like I was.
oh, well, no.
I throw a slider that goes 75 miles an hour, and it goes sideways. There's no drop. It just goes
Well, Grady, wait, time to wrap it up.
for sure.
It was great. It went by really fast. I didn't know it was 28 minutes, but that was a really good podcast.
That was.
and
I agree.
This is,
I'm glad you joined for the second time.
Me
That's
too.
awesome.
It's
This is
super
probably
fun.
our second to last one.
And next
ever,
week,
'cause
we'll have Matt.
We're graduating. It's our second to last
Isn't
one.
that
ever.
crazy? We're like
7 more days.
Almost done.
Or 8 more. Oh,
Eight-
7 more days
after
tomorrow.
this.
Yeah.
7 more
Pretty much
after the bell
7 now,
rings.
'cause-
7 more after the bell rings.
yeah. which
Well, dang.
is in 10 minutes.
Well,
All right. Well, good luck for the rest of the season. And go
boys.
far, man.
Go win it.
go
All
win
right.
that
Thanks for
Saturday.
joining.
Peace out.